Now then, welcome to the channel, the Lake District and the Northern Fells. And today we're going to do a wild camp. We got finished work early. We've got a decent forecast for a couple of days, which is amazing for this summer. Well, summer's gone now, we're into September. So yeah, we're going to do a bit of a camp. It's somewhere we've been a couple of times before. Nice and easy to get to, and you have lovely views there. So we're on like the low route option of the Cumbria Way at the moment, that avoids High Pike, which is over there. So as we amble our way along here, we'll have a quick look at the route. So we've just crossed that ford, which is called Charlton Wharf, and it's at the top of that stream that we're going to be pitching. And it was a bit deeper than I was anticipating with my fell runners on. Right, so we just go around this corner and then we head off onto the path that goes up onto Longlands Fell, but then we branch off to the left. We're not actually going over Longlands Fell, just skirting around the lower slopes of it. Right, up here. So we've branched off the main track that goes over the top of Longlands Fell, and we just contour around the lower slopes just above the gill here. And our pitch site is pretty much right at the top of the valley. Should take us about 3/4 of an hour to an hour to get there. It's 6:10. Sunset about 7:45, I think, so we'll have plenty of time to get pitched and get tea on. Not a soul around, which, as you know, is what we like. Right, on we go. So that there behind me is Bray Fell, and the lower slopes of that are going to be our return route in the morning. We're heading straight up this valley. The high point you can see at the end, that's Great Scar Fell. Our camp spot is right in the middle of the valley up here, so there's not that much further to go really. And it's a bit breezy and it's blowing straight up the valley. And the best way to pitch your 10-foot views is with door facing down the valley. So I'll have to have a look when I get up there. The forecast is for it to ease off a bit through the night as well. So it's not that strong. It's supposed to be about 15 to 20 with gusts to 25, I think, but it's nowhere near that. That was the forecast for the top of Longlands Fell, but it's nowhere near that down here. Right, on we go. So right behind me there, where is it, just here, that's our pitch site, and I had intended to go right to the top of the valley and come back down to it, which I've always come down there to it before, but I think we might as well just, it's steep down here, but we'll get down there and and up there and get the tent up. Right, we'll see you over there. Right, so here we are at the pitch, and there's hardly any breeze up here at all really, so that'll be our view out of the front door. The sun will be going down somewhere over Longlands Felt. Right, first things first, get Charlie's dinner and I'll start putting the tent up, and then we'll get some water. So that's the tent up. Water I've got 2 litres of filtered and some reserve and for Charlie there, so that should last us. So we'll get tea on. Tonight I'm trying Adventure Foods. I've never tried theirs before, so don't know what they'll be like. So I'm having pasta al funghi. I don't normally do desserts, but I thought I'd try this chocolate mousse as well. So 2 new ones for tonight, and also we've got a new one for tomorrow morning as well, another Adventure Food Expedition breakfast. So no idea what they'll be like, so I've never had theirs before. In fact, hang on, before we do tea as well, I think it's time for one of these, isn't it? Oh, here we go, hang on. Cheers. Hope that don't fall over there. So the sun's going down over there, just to the side of Longlands Felt. What time is it now? It's 7:25. Sunset 10 to 8. So we've got a bit of daylight left yet to have our tea, and there is a little bit of a breeze getting up now as well. So now then, that's with a almost full gas and a full one as well, so we'll be all right. Right, I'm going to faff on getting my cooking system set up and get on with tea. Right, so we have boiling water. We've removed the oxygen absorber, and we'll stick this water in up to the line, which without my specs on could be tricky. There we go. Right, we'll give it a stir. And we'll wait 8 minutes. Right, so here we are. It's actually about a quarter of an hour later. I opened it up and Gave it a stir at 8 minutes and it was a bit watery. So let's have a look now. Oh, now that looks much better. Hang on, let's have a look. Oh, that looks all right, does that? It doesn't look like a pavement pizza, which is a bonus, isn't it? For one of these dehydrated meals. Right, let's have a tuck in, see what it tastes like. Oh, I'll tell you what, that's nice. That's really nice, is that? No, so I've never had one of these adventure foods before, and they're a fraction of the price of things like Fire Pot and Summit to Eat. That's really nice. Ooh, bit of a breeze getting up now. Right, I'm going to tuck into this. I'm going to have another one of them. We'll catch you in a bit. I had my pasta al funghi. Very nice it was as well too, actually. Didn't bother with chocolate mousse. Didn't fancy anything cold really. As you can see, we've come in dark. Sun's gone down over Longlands Fell over there. I don't know if you can make out on here, but the red lights on the Coldbeck transmitter over there. Right, so we're gonna just chill out. We have just been chilling out. I've had another beer. Charlie's come up from his digging. He's chilled out in tent now. So yeah, we're just going to chill out for a bit. It's supposed to be a clear night tonight, so I'm going to see if I can get some star shots or something like that. I have got an app on phone that you can pan round the sky and it'll name the stars as you're panning round. So I might try that. Or I might just fall asleep. So unless anything spectacular happens through the night, I'll either show you some stars or we'll see you for breakfast. So try for now. So that's everything packed away from inside the tent. Get some water on now for breakfast and a coffee. Charlie's still down there digging away. It's a nice morning, just waiting for the sun to come up over the hills behind us. Top of Longlands Fell is just catching the sun now. So yeah, we'll have our breakfast, get the tent away. What time is it now? It's just coming up to 7 o'clock, about an hour to walk back, 3/4 of an hour to an hour to walk back. And I'm thinking about going to Muddy Duck again for second breakfast like we did last time we were here. Whether that's open now, so we're out at holidays, we're into September. So whether that'll be open or not. And if it is, it won't be open until 9 o'clock. So I can't check, I've no signal up here. So we'll see when we get down there whether we're going to have second breakfast or not. So I'll just wait for this water to boil. Get me, what we got? Adventure Foods Expedition breakfast. And a coffee. And that pasta I had last night was really nice. I've never had Adventure Foods before. Really good. Right, so wait for the water to boil and breakfast and coffee. Right, so we have boiling water. Let's get it poured in here. Not so sure how long we're supposed to let this stand for, and I've not got my specs on, so there we go. Coffee. There we go. Right, give this a stir. Right, we'll leave that for however long until it looks edible. And have my coffee. It's a bit midgy this morning now that wind's dropped. It's not too bad though, it's bearable. Right, leave that to do its stuff. Well, that's been about 10 minutes I think, so let's have a look at Expedition breakfast. Looks alright. It's just basically porridge, isn't it? Let's have a taste. Oh, that's nice porridge. Oh, it's creamy, fruity, and nutty. I'll tell you what, I've been impressed with these adventure foods during this camp. To say how much they cost compared to the likes of Real Termat or Summit to Eat and stuff like that. These are about half the price, I think. Oh, midges. Yeah, really nice. And the Taylors of Harrogate decaf coffee. Ah, yes. Right. I'm going to enjoy this breakfast. Right, we'll see you in a bit. So there we are, all packed up, no trace left, just a patch of flattened grass. And I was sliding down tent. You see, there's my sleepy hollow just there that I kept sliding into. It was all right though, I got a decent night's sleep. So yeah, all packed up, no trace left. Charlie's got his rucksack on, sun's come up on us, so yeah, all good. We'll just head off up here to there's a rowan tree where we cross the beck, and then we head down the lower slopes of Bray Fell. So we'll catch you on our way back. So we follow this faint sheep trod around the lower slopes of Bray Fell now, and that's looking over where we were last night. That little V there. I love that spot. I think that's maybe 4th time I've pitched there. Like I say, it's only half an hour's drive for us to get to Greenhead up here, then 3/4 of an hour to an hour walk in. And you've got great views looking down this gill. I love it. And you've got the water source there and little waterfall. If it happens to be a hot day, have a little dunk under that. Right, we'll continue around here. So in the vicinity of these couple of gills that we cross, the path does, well, the sheep trod becomes vague to non-existent, and there's a couple of boggy sections. You just keep on in the same line, and eventually we should come to a path that heads down the hill, kind of in the direction of that Charlton Wath that we crossed on our way out yesterday. Right, so I've just got another little gill to cross here. So we're on the faint remnants of a quad track now. And when I say faint, it's just about disappeared now going through this heather. But we head down to the Cumbria Way that we came up on just after that Charlton Wath ford. I mean, you could just go back the way you came up, or as you come along that sheep trod that contours around Bray Fell, there's a path comes down from the top of Bray Fell, drops down to the gill and up the other side and onto the bridle way below Longlands Fell. You could do that, but then you've got to cross this ford down here again. Going down here, you don't have to cross that ford, we come out above it or below it, whichever way you're looking. Right, so we'll probably see you when we get down to that Cumbria Way track. So we're back on the Cumbria Way track after that got pathless and boggy coming down there. I don't know, every time I come down there I seem to come a different way. Right, so I'm going to sign off now. We're not far from the car. You'll have noticed that there was no astral photography or anything like that. I set blooming camera going on a time lapse to do stars, and when I tried to open the file it says it was corrupt or an error on it, something like that. I don't know, I'm going to have to look into how to do astral photography and time lapses of the stars and stuff like that. So we've had a good time again, always enjoy it up there. It's a lovely little spot. I don't know if this is third or fourth video of a camp there, so I hope you're not getting bored of them. So now, if you've enjoyed it, please do the usual, the liking, subscribing, ringing that notification bell, commenting, sharing, all that usual malarkey, and hopefully we'll see you on the next one. Tra!